All right. Hey, welcome everyone to this week's version of Catch the Mania 30 in 30. We've got 30 trivia questions in 30 minutes. Couple things to go through first before we get started. If you're interested in playing and have not signed into our score sheet yet, I'll give you the link here in just a second. It's also listed below. All right, but it is our online edition number 16. It started just before St. Patty's Day. All right, so the Bitly link is right there in front of you. If you want to join in, you can join and play the whole time. You can grab a piece of paper and pen and play. This is all for fun, guys. Free trivia every night. We do a scoreboard later, so you can check your scores afterwards on trivtrack.com. All right. So we did a hat competition last week on Wednesday, which was our special guest host, Amber LeMay. I called it Earth Day that day. I had an Earth Day event on my calendar that I thought was Earth Day. It's actually the 22nd, so we'll relive that night in a couple weeks. Hey, the winner of our hat competition, we had people vote on Facebook and on Instagram. We had a tie, number 6 and number 7. Right there. So we'll reach out to them, and we have our winners to the hat competition. We're going to be doing little fun competitions every once in a while. So let's jump in to round number 1. It's a multiple miscellaneous round. Once again, if you want to play on our score sheets, jump in that Bitly link that you can see below, and we'll go through these questions. You have multiple choice options for round number 1. All right. In 2019, this is question number 1. In 2019, it was announced that what artist would receive a Lifetime Achievement Award Grammy in 2020, though they did not survive to accept it? Was that John Prine, A, B, Chris Christopherson, C, Roberta Flack, or D, Iggy Pop? Those are your options for question number 1 of round 1. Give you about 30 to 40 seconds on each of these here in order to finish our 30 questions in 30 minutes. On to question number 2. What former astronaut was elected an Ohio senator from 1974 to 1989? Was that A, Neil Armstrong, B, Buzz Aldrin, C, John Glenn, or D, Jim Lovell? Question number 2 of round 1. Ohio Senator. A, B, C, or D? And hey, it is Margarita Monday, so cheers, folks. Thanks for joining me. It's the highlight of my day, being here virtually with you. So, thank you. With that, let's move on to number 3. As described in the book of Numbers in the Bible, the practice of donating 10% of your income to a church is called what? Is it A, penance, B, tithing, C, founding, or D, kirking? Described in the book of Numbers, what is donating 10% of your income to a church called? What do you say we move on to question number 4 of round 1? What manufacturer of paint, first founded in Cleveland, Ohio in 1866, so they've been around a while, is known by its slogan, Cover the Earth? Is that Sherwin-Williams, A, B, Behr, C, Rust-Oleum, or D, Benjamin Moore? And hey, folks, do have a favor to ask you. If you are watching us on Facebook, please like our Facebook page, Catch the Mania. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. We're going to have a lot of cool trivia videos coming on on both platforms, but help us out by subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. We found that YouTube's a little better quality coming through, more stable, if that's helpful to you. Question number 5 of round 1. What European country did not go on lockdown due to coronavirus, but merely suggested citizens be responsible with their actions? Is that A, Germany, B, Belgium, C, Austria, or D, Sweden? Question number 5 of round 1. Take your last look at number 5 as we're going to move on to question number 6 of round 1. What filmmaker did Johnny Depp portray in a 1994 black and white film, one of his many collaborations with director Tim Burton? Did he portray A, Roman Polanski, B, Ed Wood, C, David Lynch, or D, Frank Capra? Question number 6 of round 1. So we're going to continue to have guest hosts, celebrity hosts. This week I'm hosting tonight. Malika will be hosting Wednesday. On Saturday we have a special 30 and 30. It's a Seinfeld theme. That will be Shayna hosting that. Make sure you check out our schedule online on Facebook. Number 7, the world lost what singer-songwriter in April 2020 who had gold records on albums Still Bill and Just As I Am? Is it Bill Medley, Bill Withers, Bill Haley, or Billy Idol? A, B, C, or D? Question number 7. So this week, no guest or celebrity hosts, but we're working on some for next week. So join us and see who takes the virtual stage for us. With that, on to number 8. Who was the British pathologist that described abnormalities in the lymph system in 1832? Was that Hodgkin, Huntington, Crohn, or Addison? Who was the British pathologist? They described abnormalities in the lymphatic system in 1832. With that, we'll move on to question number 9. What group's motto is Blood and Fire? Is that the Red Cross, the Elks Club, Salvation Army, or Habitat for Humanity? Whose motto is Blood and Fire? The Red Cross, A. B, the Elks Club, C, Salvation Army, or Habitat for Humanity is choice letter D. On to question number 10, the last one of round number 1, described as one of the most divisive books in children's literature. What 1964 children's books controversy stems from whether the relationship between the main characters is positive or negative? Is that Alice's Adventures in Wonderland? Is that The Giving Tree? Is that Charlotte's Web? Or D, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn? and described as one of the most divisive books in children's literature. And that's it for round number one. When you are finished, if you're playing online, just hit that submit button. Those scores will come into us. We do tally up all the scores after the game's over tonight. We'll post that scoreboard for you on Facebook so you can check it out. We're working on probably start next week where we're coming up with a prize for certain thresholds when you get certain number of points. All right, I'll describe that more as we figure that out. And hey, I'm down here in Key West. The center of this is kind of up in Vermont, where the technological center is up in Vermont. We've had guest hosts from California and Vermont and around the country. We're going to have someone from Alaska, my friend Steve out there, also down here in Key West. So bear with us while we work on getting you some different hosts and different faces and have some fun with this. So, and hey, if you're just joining us, we're going to move on to round two in just a moment. There's your bit.ly link for that if you are just joining in. All right. And we wouldn't be able to make this happen without getting prizes from people to kind of add to the fun. We've been drawing our prizes randomly. Our first week's winners were right there, but I want to thank the Cotton Candy Connection in Vermont and Maple City Candy. They provide a maple candy prize for us, so we appreciate that. Round number two, the 90s and 2000s. Every question is going to be from those two decades. If you haven't clicked submit on round number one yet, please do so. What we'll do is we'll go through the questions to round two. We'll follow that up with the answers to round number one. With that, here we go. What trendy shoe brand, whose early products were utility-style boots and skate shoes, founded in 1992, is now the third largest athletic footwear brand in the United States? Question number one. We really appreciate you guys joining us from all over the country, trying to bring more and more people in, encouraging a lot of people to do watch parties on Facebook. You can do watch party. You can find a communication mode online too, and tie in with your friends, whether it's Zoom or Skype or Facebook Messenger, however you want to do it. Get your friends together that you used to play trivia with, and bring them here. That's why we're doing this. Question number two. On March 12th, 2003, the World Health Organization issued a global alert for what coronavirus caused respiratory disease? We'll think back to 2003. Hey, with that, let's move on. Question number three. What browser company adopted a dinosaur named Mozilla as its corporate mascot in 1994? So what browser company adopted a dinosaur named Mozilla as its corporate mascot back in 94? And once again, if you're watching on YouTube, do us a big favor and subscribe to us on there. Trying to build up some subscribers. you get more benefit from the channel, the more subscribers you have. So help us out. We're trying to provide you some great free entertainment. You can return the favor by hitting subscribe down there. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. All right. With that, question number 4. In 2001, what woman became the first African American to win an Oscar for Best Actress in the film Monsters Ball? Or for the film Monsters Ball, I guess that should say. All right, what do you say we move on? Question number 5. Who confronted Ivana Trump with "Do you love your husband? Because I do," back in 1990? Very famous question if you were paying attention back in those days. We're going to move on to question number 6. Who is the title nephew of Uncle Rico and younger brother of Kip in a 2004 film? So who had an Uncle Rico and a younger brother named Kip? Sorry. Younger brother to Kip, so Kip is his older brother. Name that 2004 film. As we move on to question number 7, what rapper's poetry became a course at the University of California at Berkeley in 1997? Take your last look at number 7. As we move on to question number 8, what book, which sold 8.3 million copies in the first 24 hours, became the fastest selling book in history in 2007? What book, which sold 8.3 million copies in 24 hours, which helped it become the fastest selling book in history? That was back in 2007. With that, we're going to move on to question number 9 of round 2. What solitary terrorist wrote to the New York Times in 1995, "It doesn't appear that the FBI is going to catch us anytime soon. The FBI is a joke"? Question number 9 of round 2. All right, you ready? We're going to move on to question number 10 of round 2, the last one of this round. Who's a big fat idiot, according to an Al Franken book title? Who's a big fat idiot according to an Al Franken book title? Question 10 of round 2. That's the last one of this round. Once again, when you're finished with your filling in your answer sheets if you're playing online. Just hit that submit button for us. What we're going to do is we're going to go through the answers to round number 1 here in a second. So if you haven't quite finished up yet, you've got another minute or so, but please hit that submit button before we get to round number 3. Here we go. With the answers to round number 1, the multiple miscellaneous round. That's John Prine. Passed away last week, I believe. John Glenn, the Ohio senator. Tithing. Am I saying that right? Tithing? B. Sherwin-Williams. A. Cover the earth is their slogan. That's Sweden. Did not go into lockdown. B. Ed Wood. Answer to number 6. Number 7. Bill Withers. One of my favorites. Passed away. Use Me by Bill Withers. One of my favorite songs of all time. Number 8. Hodgkin was the last name. Hodgkin's lymphoma. Salvation Army. Answer to number 9. And number 10. That's The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. Controversial. Everyone's got their own opinion. All right, here we go. If you want to join in with round number 3, there's the bit.ly link. Join us for this round. What we're going to do is go through the questions to round number 3, which are visual clues. Then we'll go back through the answers to round 2, followed by the answers to round number 3. Round 3, locked in. A sentiment most of you can probably relate to right now, along with me. Okay? This round consists of visual clues. Each clue is an animated GIF from a movie where someone is locked up. You have to name the film. Name the film. The image clues are not always the person who are locked up, but a crux of the film or TV show, too. Sorry, there are some TV shows in here. Is that some characters are incarcerated. On to number 2. Name the film. Couple of great prison stories back to back here. Let's move on to clue number 3. Yeah. Once again, looking for the name of the film or the TV show. There are a few TV shows thrown in here. So here we go. Moving on to number 4. Name the TV show. What do you say? We move on to number 5. Take your last look at number 4. On to number 5. Name the film. Once again, we really appreciate you all joining us. Hopefully it's a good reprieve of your day, and you can sit down and tie in with some friends or your family and answer some questions and enjoy a half hour here. We tried to make it a quick one. I know the questions move pretty quickly. That's what we have to do to fit them in. Here we go. On to film number 6. Name the film. Once again, this coming Saturday, make sure you tune in. It's a Seinfeld theme. Shayna will be hosting that night. She's really excited about that. So keep posted on our Facebook page. We'll also announce it Wednesday night. We have another trivia, a fresh trivia Wednesday night. Malika will be hosting that night. Different categories each night. Usually random categories from one round to the other. Saturday is a Seinfeld theme. Here we go. On to film number 7. Name the film. Hey, take your last look at number 7 as we move on down the home stretch. 3 more clues, starting with number 8. Name the TV show. So again, happy Monday to everybody. Not that the days seem to blend into each other now, but it is Monday. We'll be here Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday this week. Here we go. Question number 9. Name that TV show. All right. And hey, here we are already down to the last question of the evening. 30 minutes goes like this. Here we go on to number 10. Name the film. And once again, that is it for round number 3. When you're finished, hit that submit button. We'll have those scores posted a little later on Facebook, or you can go back to TrivTrack. Please register your team on there, or you can just start a team and have your team name on there. But if you tie it in with an email address, then no one can take your team name. That is the end of round number 3. We're going to take a couple minutes, go through the answers to round 2, followed by the answers to round 3, and then that'll be it for our Monday, April 13th edition of 30 in 30. Answers to round number 2, the 90s and 2000s. That's Skechers. Answer to number 1. Number 2, SARS. 3 was Netscape, one of the originals, or early ones at least. Web browsers. Halle Berry. The answer to number 4. Number 5, Marla Maples. Remember her? Marla? Napoleon Dynamite. Answer to number 6. That's Tupac Shakur. Take a course at Berkeley on Tupac's lyrics. Number 8, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I mean, yes, that's the right answer, yes. Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. Need a drink, my mouth feels like dirty or something. Rush Limbaugh is the answer to number 10. With that, let's move on to the answers to round number 3. We'll go through these answers. Then we'll be done for the night. Make sure you join us on Wednesday. Malika will be hosting 7 o'clock Eastern time. So if you're out west, you got to be there a little bit earlier. But here we go with answers to round number 3. That's Silence of the Lambs, The Green Mile. A couple of Stephen King offerings back to back. The Shawshank Redemption. Answer to number 3. And before that, lock up TV shows. Orange is the New Black. Piper Chapman right there. The Longest Yard, the remake of the old Burt Reynolds film from the 70s with Adam Sandler. Cool Hand Luke, number 6. Paul Newman is the man. Saving Silverman, number 7. I just said Paul Newman's the man. Neil Diamond is featured in this film. He is actually the man. Wentworth, the TV show, number 8. Number 9, we were looking for Escape at Dannemora. And our last clue of the evening, our last answer, Ocean's 8. And hey, with that, that's our version of 30 and 30 from Catch the Mania tonight. Do me a big favor, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube. Like our Facebook page if you're watching on Facebook. But invite your friends to play. We want to make this a big thing, a fun thing. We're here Monday and Wednesday with our usual trivias this week. Saturday is a Seinfeld theme, so join us that night. Shayna will be here to keep you entertained on Saturday for the Seinfeld trivia, but you can always see our schedule on our Facebook page. So thanks for joining us. We will see you soon. Thanks a lot.